Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is my first unboxing video, I guess, and as you can see, it's for the Blu-ray release of Alien Covenant. Now, I know that this movie has a very bad rating, and to me personally, it is a very big injustice against this movie. And I know I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube where a lot of people have not liked this movie. I don't understand why. A lot of things that people have complained about this movie, I see the opposite side of it. I was really impressed with this movie. I liked it enough to go out and buy it the same day that it came out, which is today, August 15th, 2017. Now, this version is a special version that you could only get at, there you go. I won't say it. I mean, I don't want them to feel like they're endorsing me or anything like that, but by all means, I like what they did. And the film has got a bad rating, and I was very, very impressed with it. I really, really liked it. I want to say it's probably my second favorite Alien movie. My first being, Aliens. It was more action oriented, so I like that one a lot. I've even met one of the actors from Aliens. I like it so much. And second to that, second best Alien movie before Covenant came out. This is kind of probably going to make you think that I'm not a good critic of movies, but I really like the second Alien vs. Predator Requiem. It was actually like a lot of action oriented as well, just like Aliens. So I like those two. So I would rate, from a scale from 1 to 10, I would rate Aliens a perfect 10, and maybe Aliens vs. Predator Requiem like a 9. So Covenant is like a 9.5. I thought this was an excellent film, and I don't know what people are thinking, but if you watch 90% of the reviews of this movie, you'll hear a lot of people say that it wasn't like a horror movie, and it wasn't a horror movie, and it wasn't a horror movie. And I don't know where people are getting the idea that this was supposed to be a horror movie. Aside from the first Alien movie, that is the only one that can be classified as a horror movie. Aliens was not a horror movie. That was more like an action movie. Alien 3, which is closer to the original Alien film, is still not a horror movie. It's like a thriller. And I don't know what to call Resurrection, but I like that one a lot too. In fact, I would probably, if I had to rate it, I would probably rate it an 8.5 maybe. Close to a 9. But anyways, the whole purpose of this is that I really love this movie. I wish I could have done a review on it, defending it when it came out in theaters. I saw it. I strongly enjoyed it. At the time, I had a girlfriend, and she really enjoyed it. There was this really good action sequence where, as soon as it was over, it was just breathtaking. She was like, that was cool. And it really was. But anyways, this video is just to show what came in here. And like I said, you could only get this at this specific store. The one that has a little, kind of like a bullseye on it. So I expect something to go wrong here. I'm going to try to use a blade. Because what it is that it comes with an art book instead of your typical DVD, Blu-ray. I'm sorry, your Blu-ray blue plastic, casing. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can see the book in there. So I imagine, based on what I'm seeing, is that it'll have a few pages, and the Blu-ray disc will be in there. So what I want to do is I want to cut the top like that, and then be able to slip the book out without having to remove the rest of the cellophane off of there. Alrighty, so let's see if I can try to do this on camera, and I expect to fail somewhere, so stay tuned to see me do that. Whenever I make it like a special event to go get a film or a movie on the day that it released, I have such bad luck. There are so many incidents, but the one that comes to mind is when Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones came out. I went the same day to buy it on on DVD, and I went to Worst Buy. Figure that one out. I went to Worst Buy, and I was so excited to grab it that when I pulled it off the shelf, I didn't realize that it had a defect in the case. And when I got home, it had a slash right through the plastic of the DVD case and the art right through it, where you can tell that that's the one that they cut, like where they cut the box to take out the movies. Always pissed me off, but whatever. So far, it doesn't seem like I've done anything wrong here, but I've had situations where it seems that way, and then I take out whatever's inside. And so here, look, I made it kind of like a little handle, so cut it off at both ends. This is where I always mess up. So who knows, the way it is inside. Also, a lot of times when I get stuff, it has like defects and everything. So let me take out the book. Of course, I'm going to have a hard time because this isn't the way you should open it, but hopefully this will help you out if you decide to get this movie. Oh, darn it. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. So here's the slipcase. Okay, no big deal, just a cardboard. Now, if you don't get this version, okay, the one that has the art book, then all you're going to get is basically a Blu-ray case, with this artwork on it. That's it. So it doesn't look too good. And for the same price, too. This was $19.99, and I compared it to the just regular one, and it was also $19.99. And this is obviously like a limited release. So, I mean, if you like the Alien franchise, I don't know why you wouldn't like this movie, but a lot of people didn't. I mean, look at that. Wonderful image of a facehugger. Oh, okay, I see. Kind of like a before and after. You see what they did there? So that's cool. I'm already enjoying this. And I have a very limited income, so I don't get to do this as much as I used to. Buy a movie, the same day that it came out. I cannot think of the last time that I actually bought a movie when it came out. I want to say it was probably Kingsman, The Secret Service. That was an excellent movie. That was just a great movie. A lot of people didn't expect it to be so good. I'm looking forward to the sequel. And both were produced by Fox. Alien Covenant. Okay, so I don't want to touch this too much. It has kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, kind of like a fuzzy feel to it. Like, in other words, you can't, it doesn't seem like you can get fingerprints on it, but it seems like it can definitely get like smudgy or dirty. Let's see here. It'll really trap dirt. Like, let's say if you smudge this, like, for example, with like ink or even lead from a pencil, that ain't coming off. It's gonna be in there. Okay, so let's open this up. Okay, so there's a disc right there. I'm gonna pull it out just so that it doesn't slip out and fall on the floor. I'm still expecting an accident to happen. Maybe you might get some embarrassing thing going on here. Okay, cool. So we got the Blu-ray. You know what? The DVD's in here, so we'll get to that in a bit. Okay, so this insert seems to be in there. That's cool. This one seems to kind of be in there. This one right here. Okay, so anyways, I'll just leave it that way. Alrighty, so I'm going to skip through these. I'm not going to try to comment on it. The whole purpose of this is for you to kind of see the quality and determine if you want to see your own. Obviously, these images are very glossy, so I'm just going to skim through these. And, I don't want to show too much that would just make you pause the video and avoid getting this. Okay, so there's another facehugger. So we got a lot of facehugger. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pre-look at these. Do a preview of these, sorry. Because I don't want the movie to be ruined in any way. So a lot of it is kind of like stills from the movie itself. Okay. That's about it. A lot of the stuff you can actually see it in the movie. I didn't expect too much of it. Too much out of this. I didn't expect it to be like kind of like a art book or anything like that. But I mean, if it's for the same price as just the regular version, I mean, well, get this one. Okay. So to me, spending $19.99 on the movie, that's a lot of money for me. It really is. It really, really is. Because I have a limited source of income. You know, I have to pay child support, and then with taxes and all, I honestly lose like half of my check. So this is like, you know, if this costs you $20, this costs me like $40. So just kind of gauge it that way. I'm not trying to play a pity trip, but just gauge it that way. That to me, it's like it's worth $40. And I think I got my money's worth. I really do. This is a great movie. I can't wait to pop it in DVD. I can't wait to pop it in right now and actually hear it with surround sound and not worry about anybody talking in the room, like in the theater. Alrighty, so if you have any questions, of course, do so in the comments, and I'll answer any questions that you might have that I wasn't able to answer. And I hope I was able to answer some questions. And you know, if you were thinking about getting this version of it, I hope I was able to help with your decision making. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Stick around. There'll be more videos. I got other things to talk about. I appreciate you. Hit like and subscribe.